Good evening, viewers, and welcome to tonight's episode of Sports Scene. Now, as you can see, I've been deserted. Jeremy Morgie has left. He probably is sick or has some sort of arthritis or something because, yes, he is extremely old, so he needs to take time to recover. Anyway, going straight into it, the PNG Hunters this weekend, yesterday actually, were victorious in the match against the Bailey Bears. Now, yesterday was their last home game in the Intrust Super Cup for this season. And it was great. They gave the crowd definitely something to cheer about. Coming off victorious 44 points to 24 at a packed Sir John Guy Stadium. The Hunters led throughout the match, opened the scoring and just led throughout the match and just proved too strong for the Bailey Bears. The Hunters now sit second on the Intrust Super Cup ladder. They sit behind the Townsville Blackhawk, who are first place. The Hunters sit second and are looking well towards the finals and are probably one of the competition's favorites for this season. So congratulations to the Hunters, and we look forward to seeing how you will perform, and you definitely have the country's support. If you have been watching EMTV, you will know that we've been covering the Oceania Cup, the 2015 Oceania Cup, which has been on since last weekend. Was the first round, then the second round was on Wednesday, and yesterday was the finals. The Pukpuks came out triumphant, but before their match yesterday afternoon, before their final match, Tahiti shocked American Samoa, defeating them 20 points to 8 at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium. Now, there wasn't much of a crowd, but definitely there was some great football on show there. The Tahitians opened the scoring and pretty much led throughout the match. The American Samoans couldn't match the Tahitians as they went on to be victorious. But yeah, take a look at some of the highlights.
Is taking on American Samoa.
American Samoa, number one.
Yep. What's your take on today's game?
Well, it's pretty good. The standard of the fields, as you can see, is quite much better than the 2013 season. As for the competition,
halfback gets involved. Very good drive. Oh, if he shifts it one more and they're over. Good numbers there. Good try.
Try to Tahiti, which put 20 points. They did have numbers out there.
All he had to do was pass it. Good dummy there. Takes on the line.
They were under a lot of pressure.
American Samoa came in as favourites to win, but that wasn't the case when Tahiti struck first early in the match through a pass from fullback Andoni Jimenez to the hooker David Lahil to draw first blood. An unsuccessful conversion kick left the score at 5-0. A penalty was given to American Samoa in Tahiti's territory, giving them the chance to post points through a penalty kick. They failed to convert, with the ball rolling into the hands of the Tahitians. Things started to get worse for the Samoans when Dave Collins was yellow carded for a late shot on Andoni Jimenez. With American Samoa one-man short, the Tahitians capitalized and scored their second through a driving maul. Conversion was successful, bringing the score up to 12-0.
Good attempt this time, yeah!
American Samoa struck back through Sonny Lameta, muscling his way, breaking the Tahitians' defense. Their kicking game wasn't on par today, as Auta Gavaya missed the conversion. The Tahitians led 12-5 at half-time. In the second half, American Samoa scored first with a successful penalty kick taken on Tahiti's 30-meter mark, bringing their score up to 8-12. The Tahitians replied few minutes later, also from a penalty kick right in front of the Samoans' goal post. And to seal the victory for the Tahitians, They managed to score after catching the American Samoans outnumbered at the corner of the field,
Try to Tahiti, which puts 20 points.
sealing the game 20 points to 8.
20 points to 8 over American Samoa.
After the break, we'll bring to you the Pukpuks victory against the Solomon Islands. Do not go anywhere.
From Butler is straightening in, and he's going all the way. He's going to score. PNG again. Try from Butler Morris.
Welcome back to the show. Now, the PNG Pukpuks are the 2015 champions of the Oceania Cup. They won all 3 of their matches. They first defeated Tahiti, then they defeated American Samoa, and yesterday they demolished the Solomon Islands 58 points to 19 over at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium. Now, we'll just take a look at some of the highlights.
Good kick there from Nigel. They look good in the scrum. With the 2 second rows with Richard and Koroseta. I hope they get this right because it's really important. Better, and they went long. And hopefully they can maintain position.
Well, we got some numbers outside.
Then they got the reward. Being patient, they got the ball. And now Junior Amalu with the position and try to Papua New Guinea.
Hard work.
During the week I was talking to him and now they've gone long. They got it right this time. Good support there from Butler. He's straightening it. And he's going all the way. He's going to score. PNG again. Try from Butler Morris. They went long in the line out.
Went to the back.
Good jump there from Koroseta to Richard. And Tissa just inside ball to Butler Morris. And Butler coming from the 7th squad, straightening it all the way to the try line. And now it's extended towards James Lumaris. James Lumari, good run there. And you see this run again from Derek. Finding Koroseta. Big number 4 from Samoa. Now playing for the PNG colours. And just finding James on the run from Richard Aitzi. Good try from lost line out from Solomon. Now PNG on the attack again with Wesley Valley. Again he's on the roost. Good run from Wesley. Advantage for Papua New Guinea. Try coming up. Let's have a look again. Here we go. Bradley finding one straight runner right through the middle. Good try. Good run there from number 23. More. on the try line. Another one. They're playing it from there. Against the ball as it's run again. And the rest of the team is the try line. Now playing competitive lead. Going forward, there's only no one way. Good run there from Commonwealth. He'll go all the way. Good enough. No one in front of him. Right under the post.
The Solomon Islands were the first to post points through halfback Isi Takiu, before Nigel Genia would continue his form with the boot.
Good kick there from Nigel, maintain his record.
The PNG Pukpuks dominated the open exchange, with the first try for the home side going to Robin Amalu Jr. And soon after, Butler Morris, followed by Wesley Valley.
He'll score! Another try.
That dominance continued as the Solomon Islanders could only barely manage to cross for their own. The Pukpuks taking a 22-5 lead into the halftime break. The second half continued with the Pukpuks maintaining their aggressive attack. Nigel Genia again instrumental at scrum half.
James Lumaris.
A yellow card to Libet Suang for a high shot on Moses Motai, marring an otherwise stellar performance by PNG. Paul Nelson putting the icing on the cake with just moments remaining for the Pukpuks to win by an impressive 58 points to 19.
Great win there for the PNG Pukpuks. Congratulations, you have definitely made us proud. Now after the break, we'll talk about the Youth Commonwealth Games. Do not go anywhere. And welcome back to the show. Now, as you can see, I'm joined by Rafaela Bakikare, PNG boxer, athletics, runner, sprinter. What else can you do?
Well, I could do weightlifting, but anyway.
You have pretty big guns, so I think you'll be a great weightlifter as well. Now, Rafaela, just tell us quickly, the Youth Commonwealth Games are coming up.
Yes, the games that is going to be in Apia, Samoa. We had the youth athletes were being farewelled last week Tuesday. They leave tomorrow. There'll be over 2,000 athletes going to be participating with around the countries that will be all traveling in. That's around 72.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Wow, a lot of countries competing. Now, what sports will Papua New Guinea be taking part in?
Well, Papua New Guinea will be taking part only in 6 sports. That's the boxing, squash, weightlifting, tennis, swimming, and athletics. Yeah.
You're a boxer. Do you know some of the boxers that will be taking part?
Yeah, there's 2 boys. That is Tadius Katoa and Beupu Noki. Beupu will be fighting the 56 kg and Tadius will be in the 60 kg. So these both boxers have been training at the Gorka Institute. They flew in yesterday and they've been training here now in Port Moresby. So from experience, like Tadius' experience from the Pacific Games, I think he will definitely do well at the games.
Pacific Games were good experience for him and then lead up to it. Should be good. Should be good. Anyone from athletics will be taking part?
Yes, Miriam Penny. She also took part at the Pacific Games. She's up and coming, young, one of these young guys that is out now on the track, and she's done very well at the Pacific Games. So she's based in Australia, and she's been training at the Gold Coast. So definitely. she will join the team with Savannah Tachenko.
Okay, for swimming.
Yeah, for swimming. So they will join the others so there's 5 of them that are down in Australia, so they will all travel and meet the other rest that is going to be down in Apia.
Awesome. Now as well, we have Robin Morove and Sheila, is it?
Lynette
Vai. Sorry, that's Robin's sister is Sheila.
Sheila, yeah.
So they should do extremely well. Lynette did really well here, and Robin picked up a bronze medal during the Pacific Games. So I reckon all our athletes will be coming off, going in with good form for this Youth Commonwealth Games. And here's some of the highlights from their
farewell at the Aquatic Center, yeah.
Welcome back to the show. Now, in this final segment, the IAAF World Athletics Championships has been on in Beijing, and one standout athlete is none other than the world's fastest man, Usain
Bolt.
What do you think about him as a former runner?
This guy is too good. Like, he's been just breaking records, even setting his own records, breaking them, and I would just, worship him, but he just keeps raining, definitely.
He is just too fast. Now, I watched him in his heats for the 200 meters, and he jogged like most of it, and he still won.
He's a guy who will just come off the cab and then to the straight, and when he has this, attitude of just looking up and seeing himself on the screen, and he just relaxed, and he just tried like all the way through, just relax.
He is just too fast. Now in the 100 meters in his heat, he tripped on the during his takeoff, but then he still caught up to everybody else and won. This guy is an absolute freak. Now he clocked the time in 100 meters of 9.79. Do you think beating his rival Justin Gatlin from the USA? So these two, there's a bit of rivalry between them.
Yeah, there's you could see at the heats, he thought that he was gonna beat him, but otherwise, Usain still knows that he would still win his race. So, like even in the finals, you could see that he just took off, and like at the end of the race, they both sat down and they still you could see they had he kind of had this they kind of talked to each other again after carrying the flags and running up. Like there was no rivalry after that. It's always like that.
Always your rivals on the track, but off the track you're just good buddies as usual. And he also clocked a time of 19.55 in the 200 meters. And also on Saturday evening they clocked. They won the 4x100. They were just too fast. They outblitzed everybody. USA got disqualified. They changed outside of the change zone.
The exchange zone, the relay is all about how fast you change the button. So it's the exchanger that makes it happen. It's not even how fast you are, but it's all about how you give the button to the other athlete.
So the smoother your exchange is, the faster your time will be.
There's always a checking point where the athlete has to come and hit the checkpoint before the other runner take off. So I think for the US was the guy that was gonna hit the checkpoint, and he just took off quickly. That's the reason why they had a...
Do you think he was scared of Usain Bolt? That's why he started running too early.
He just took off quickly because he wanted to catch up with Usain.
Usain Bolt also. Awesome.
Already standing. Gatlin, the double silver medalist over 100 and 200 meters. China being introduced to the crowd. This is the arena where history is made. Great start there from Nesta Carter. What will Asaf Powell do on the second leg? Gatlin's got a lead. Asaf Powell needs to close this down. The Americans are ahead towards the halfway stage. Clean changeovers for both. This is going to be tight. The Americans are up front. Usain Bolt needs to produce the magic. USA, Usain Bolt. Oh, and there's a baton nightmare there for the Americans. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Bolt for Jamaica, USA the silver, and amazingly, the Chinese have taken the bronze medal. It all went wrong for the Americans on the last changeover. It was fantastic down the back straight. Justin Gatlin pulled away from Asafa Powell, but on the anchor leg, Mike Rogers had a nightmare.
They have to get the baton between the check marks and the guys below us now, the USA team. The news is coming through to them. I'm looking at Mike Rogers' feet, I'm looking at his feet. Keep an eye on that solid line there. He's out. It looks like he's over the end of the box in terms of that changeover zone. But the Canadians, as you say, Rob, upgraded to bronze at this moment in time with 38.13 seconds. China in the silver with 38.01. And I'm sure there potentially may be a protest by the USA team if they decide to pay the money to have one. But they may look at the evidence and have it confirmed and just accept.
Now to the NRL. They're heading into the final round before the finals.
Yes.
So I just want to get your tips on who you think is going to win in round 26. Now the first match is between the Storm and the Broncos. Who do you think is going to win that one?
Well, I don't really follow up on this, but I will just give a wild guess on this one. You know, okay. What
Brisbane Broncos or the Storms? First game on Thursday night.
I'll say Brisbane Broncos because they won the other time. So.
Okay. Well, I'm going against you because I am an avid Storm supporter, so I think the Storms might win. Okay, and Friday night we'll see the Roosters take on the Rabbitohs. Who do you think is going to win?
Roosters.
I'm going for the Roosters as well. What about the Panthers and the Knights?
I go for Panthers.
Panthers. Okay, I go for the Panthers as well because Mary Batulo, the guy who reads the news, is an avid Panther supporter, so I'll go stick with him there. What about St. George and the West Tigers?
St. George.
Yep, I'm going for the Dragons as well.
Yeah,
I think they can
Dragons.
come off victorious. Now, the North Queensland Cowboys or the Gold Coast Titans?
I would go for the Cowboys.
Okay, I'm
Thurston.
going Thurston.
Yes.
Yeah, in Thurston you trust. Yeah, I
Yes,
think
in
the
Thurston.
Cowboys might win as well. Now, the Parramatta Eels or the Canberra Raiders?
Canberra Raiders.
Yes, I think the Canberra Raiders will win as well. Parramatta has been struggling. Now, the Sharks or the Manly Sea Eagles?
I'll go for the Manly Sea Eagles.
Okay, I will go against you. I think the Sharks are the
Okay.
dark horses
Well, I
of the
haven't seen them play.
competition.
I've been missing out a lot on the NRL.
You've been really busy training, especially for boxing,
Yeah.
so I don't blame you. Now in the final match, the Warriors or the Bulldogs?
I will still go for the Doggies because I've been a big fan for them. So
Yes, I'm going for the Doggies as well. I think they will become victorious.
Yep.
That should bring us to the end of the
Yes.
show. It's been a great week of sport, the Oceania Cup.
Oceania Cup. We have the Youth Commonwealth Games. The athletes leaving soon. Tomorrow, and we wish them all the best. Do PNG proud.
Definitely, and congratulations to the Pukpuks boys. If you know any sporting action or anything of interest for sport that's been happening, if you're friends with us on Facebook, do let us know. Also, you can find us on MTV online and on Facebook on MTV Sports. Just click on there and tell us, hey, we have this happening, so why don't you come over and cover it, and we'll be more than happy, right, Rafaela?
Yes.
Definitely. Thank you very much, Rafaela, for coming on.
Well, thanks again, Dion, for having me on the show again.
And yeah, Jeremy is sick, so get well soon, Grandpa Jeremy, from your arthritis or whatever sickness you might have. Have a pleasant evening and good night.
Good night.